Parshas Vayigash this week. What do we have? The great revelation of Yosef revealing himself to his brothers, right? And then the brothers go back to Yaakov Avinu and they say, listen, your son Yosef, who for 22 years you thought was dead, he's alive, and he is the ruler in Mitzrayim. And what was Yaakov Avinu's initial reaction? Vayafeg libo, his heart melted. Below hamin lehem, he didn't believe it. Right? Can't be. Vayares agalos, and then he saw the wagons, and when he saw the agalos, then he believed. What changed? Why did he believe then? So Rashi brings the Chazal that the Agolos does not mean the wagons that he sent to bring him, but rather the Agolos was a remez that the last Parsha that we learned together before I left was a Parsha of Eglah Rufa. And therefore Yosef sent a simon to his father. It could only be me, because only you two of us know we were learning together. And this is the Parsha that we learned together when I departed from you. Since the Balaturim says even stronger. It says there are 4 times it says Agolos in this story. And the Parsha of Eglah Rufa, it says Eglah 4 times. So Mamish fits together. And there's a gematria. Vayares Agolos is Chayev Lahavi Eglah Rufa. There's a gematria. He says it's exactly the same. And so there you have these strong hints to the idea of Eglah Rufa, that there was a sign that Yosef sent to his father. By this, his father knew that this is not something made up. It's really true. Sifrei Hasidim say an interesting, different idea. I saw in some Sifrei Hasidim that it's a remez that Yaakov Avinu, we know that later in Parshas Vayechi, when he was being buried, he set up that the brothers should carry him the way they would travel in the Midbar. Each 3 on each side, right? And this is traveling in the middle. So the Hasidic Svarim say that Yaakov Avinu, I saw it today. I saw it in the Sefer of the Talmud of Rabbi Nachman Breslov. Right? So he says this idea. He says, so Kosheken, if that's the way it is, when Yaakov Avinu passed away, Kosheken during his life, he has the Kedusha of the Mishkan, right? So that's Agolos, because the Agolos, you just read in the Parshas and the Siyim, that they gave the Agolos for carrying the Mishkan. So therefore, Yosef said to him, I'm sending you Agolos because I know the way you have to travel. You have to be the Kedusha that's in the middle, that's carried by Agolos. That was the remez that Yaakov had, that Yosef was alive. I thought that maybe on a much more basic and simple level, maybe there's a very deep lesson over here. And that's a practical lesson in life. See, there are many times that a person feels, yeah, there are things I should do. But how am I going to do it? You tell me I should make this change. I got to make this change in my life, right? I should do something. But it's insurmountable. I can't do it. It's too difficult. How am I going to manage? But if you show a person that there's a means, there's a way to travel, there's a wagon that'll take you, there's a vehicle that can take you to the path and take you down the path, then all of a sudden, you know what? Wow, maybe I can do it. Yaakov Avinu Yosef, Mitzrayim, what? And he sees, yeah, the Agalos are here. We've got the means to transport you. You're able to get down there. Oh, that's different. Even when it comes to believing things. Somebody has told something. You know, beliefs are not intellectual. Beliefs are purely emotional. If you're ready, then you believe. If you're not ready, you'll never believe. And that's the way it is. Because intellectually, every person just has to open their eyes, and there's so many proofs of it's got to be a God. This guy can't be. It's impossible. But people aren't ready because how can I do it? It's insurmountable. I'm going to make a change in my life. I got to do this. I got to do that. It obligates me. It does that. But if you show a person that, you know what? It's doable. Not so difficult. Here's the way. Then if that's the case, okay. Maybe. That was the lesson. The lesson was Yaakov Avinu couldn't believe them as long as he felt that it was insurmountable, as long as he felt it was impossible. I can't do such a thing. But when you're shown the Agalos, when you're shown the means of transporting, when you're shown the means that it's not so difficult, not so impossible, that opens up the way that maybe I can see the obvious. I'm ready to believe. That's a lesson, perhaps. Ciao.